Good morning friends. Welcome to my channel Step by Step. I am your subject expert Dr. Ritika Bhatia. Today we will discuss about the subject content of physical education for class 11 and further we will discuss about the first chapter of this book. So let's start. In the theory part of physical education for class 11, it is a 70 marks theory which comprises of 10 chapters, in which chapter 1 is changing trends and current physical education. In this chapter we will discuss about the meaning, definition of physical education, aim and objective of physical education, various career options in physical education, competitions in various sports as national and international level, and Khelo India program. Chapter 2 consists of Olympic value education, Olympics, Paralympics, Special Olympics, symbols, ideals, objective and value of Olympism, International Olympic Committee, Indian Olympic Association, and all these. In chapter 3, physical fitness, wellness and lifestyle, how these are important in individual's life and what are the components of physical fitness, wellness and health related fitness. In next chapter, chapter 4, which is physical education and sports for children with special needs, means Divyang. What are the aim and objective of adaptive physical education, organization which promote adaptive sports, concept of inclusion, its need and implementation, further role of various professionals for children with special needs like counselor, occupational therapist, physiotherapist, physical education teacher, speech therapist and special educator. The next chapter is chapter 5, yoga, in which we will learn about the meaning and importance of yoga, various elements of yoga, asana, pranayama, meditation, yogic kriyas, and the various relaxation techniques for improving concentration. Chapter 6 is comprises of physical activity and leadership training, that how an individual can participate in different type of physical activities, adventure activities, and how they can be a good leader in their life. Chapter 7 comprises of test, measurement and evaluation. In this chapter we will discuss about the what is test, measurement and evaluation and how it is used in individual's life of sports person, how we will calculate the BMI and waist hip ratio, what is somatotype, means different type of bodies, and health related, how we calculate health related physical fitness. Next chapter 8, fundamental of anatomy, physiology and kinesiology in sports. What is the importance of these terms? What is the function of skeletal system, classification of bones and type of joints, how are muscles functions and what are their different properties, function and structures of respiratory system and circulatory system, equilibrium and center of gravity. In chapter 9, psychology and sports, we will discuss about the definition and importance of psychology in the field of sports. What is the difference between growth and development, developmental characteristics at different stages of development, and what are the different type of problems adolescents face and how we can manage these problems. And the last chapter of this book is chapter 10, training and doping in sports. So in this chapter we will discuss meaning and concept of sports training, principles of sports training, what is warming up and limbering down, how it is important for an individual, skills, technique and styles, concept and classification of doping, prohibited substance and their side effects, and how we can deal with things in the field of sports. So I hope you understand what are the syllabus of class 11 for physical and health education. And now we start with our chapter first, which is changing trends and career in physical education. So first of all, we check that what are the subtopic of this chapter. The subtopic of this chapter is meaning and definition of physical education, aim and objective of physical education, career option in physical education, competition in various levels, and Khelo India program. So we start with the first topic, that is meaning and definition of physical education. So what is the meaning of physical education? Exactly what is physical education for an individual. So physical education is an integral or important part of education process, which is composed of two words. Physical means body and education means modification of behavior through physical activities. So education, as you know, education is a lifelong process of learning which starts with the birth of person and ends with the person only. Education modifies our behavior towards progress. So with the help of different type of physical activity, we can modify our behavior in terms of physical education. It is aimed at overall development of human being through participating in various games and sports activities. The concept of modern physical education was started in the 18th century in Germany. In India, this concept comes very late, but nowadays it is very important for every person, like the sedentary person or a sports person. For everyone, it is very important. Now we come on the definition of physical education. So how we can define the physical education? What is the exact meaning of physical education? How we can understand? Physical education is the education through physical activity for the development of total personality of child to its fullness and perfection in body, mind and soul. Means when a child participate in an activity, then with the help of these activities, their body, their mind, their brain, their soul, their internal development, their external development, all things can take places. So with the help of only with the help of participation in the activity, physical activity, we can develop ourselves in a all-round manner. So the second definition is physical education is that phase of education which deals with big muscle activities and their related responses. Means when we participate in any activities, then our internal organs work on that activity as well as our mind also, and our body responds according to that. So which means when we participate in any activity, then it give a overall all-round development to our mind, our body, internally, externally, in every way. Now, what is the aim and objective of physical education? As you know, when we want to do anything, then we have to take some aim, or we want to achieve any goal, we have to work on that. So the aim and objective are considered same, but aim is the ultimate goal and objective are the smaller target or the milestone to reach the aim. Aim cannot be changed, whereas objectives can be changed time to time. The aim of physical education and sports is the overall development of human personality so that he is able to withstand the ups and downs of human life and become a respectable citizen of the society. So what are the different aims and objectives of physical education? We discuss here. The first objective is physical development. Now we will discuss what is physical development. Physical development means objective of physical education with the help of physical development is that it includes strength, muscle tones, endurance, good posture and development of good health habits. According to this objective, body should grow in a proper way. It is the overall development of organic systems such as circulatory system, nervous system, respiratory system, digestive system and all these. So you can say that development of organ systems, the main objective related physical development of the body. Why? Because during physical activity, body demands more and more from various systems and organs, which in turn have to function optimally to cope up with the stress of the activity. So which help in a further physical development, outer development, which we can see in our height, in our weight, that is called our physical development. Mental development. Physical activities require alertness of mind, deep concentration and calculated movement. So when we do any work with the body, then it's equally required a mental alertness also. Physical education helps in developing mental level of a person whereas physical activities not only require physical strength but also need alertness of mind, deep concentration, and precise movement. It also includes the understanding of rules and regulations, different types of principles, structures of body, personal cleanliness, etc. Third point is emotional development. That what is emotional development? Every individual has emotions like courage, truthfulness, usefulness, initiative, loyalty, cooperation, etc. So control on these emotions in a normal condition and under pressure is very important. As you know, when we participate in any activity, then various type of emotion arouse in ourselves. So how we can control, how we can deal in that situation, that is called our emotional development. It aims at emotional stability, which helps in facing any type of situation. And physical education teaches to accept success and failure gracefully, which also helpful throughout the life. Next is social development, that how physical education help in a social development. Social development, no individual can live alone in the society. We need any partner or any person to discuss our problem with someone else. So individual is a part of society and he needs to follow the rules, regulation and laws of the society. Physical education provides lots of opportunity for social development also. During games, an individual has to deal with players to his own team and rival team also. So it is related to social skills which are helpful in coordination. This gives wholesome experience to learn social norms. Individual develop social habits and social qualities with the help of physical education. Then neuromuscular coordination. Neuromuscular coordination means the coordination of brain and muscles. The development of neuromuscular skills help in developing the ability to do various activities like running, jumping, throwing, etc. It helps in developing quick reflexes and leads to efficient and graceful movement with little expenditure of energy. Means good neuromuscular coordination helps to keep off fatigue during vigorous activity, helps in developing quick reflex and leads to efficient graceful movement, which is also known as psychomotor development or coordination development. When we work, when we do any activity, that it improves our neuromuscular coordination, and good coordination also keep away the fatigue and reaction times also improve. Then next is development of health. How with the help of physical education our health is also developed. It is health knowledge is a part of physical education program. This knowledge builds a healthy and positive lifestyles and society. And school health education, you also know that it's not include only principle and importance of health rule of health education, but also information related to healthy living and community health. Means when we do any activity, we collaborate with other people, we communicate with other people, so different type of people also come in our contact. So how we can develop our health to relieve the negative things from our life and include the positive things in our life. So it's work on that. Our next topic is career option in physical education. What are the different careers options physical education provide to an individual if someone want to work in a field of physical education? They are a good player at school level but they don't have any qualification, so how they can jump in this field? So there are various fields. With the help of physical education you can work in that area. First one is a teaching sector. In teaching sector, you can work as a teacher at a primary level, at middle level, secondary level, in a college or university or in a professional institute. To work in this field, you have a qualification after the 12th senior secondary. You have to do the graduation degree in physical education, which is BSc in health and physical education or bachelor of physical education, and you can do after that the master in physical education or the higher level study also in this field, and you can enter in a teaching field if you love the children and the teaching. Next is training sector, means coaching, that how you can coach any individual being a good sports person at various level. So you can work after graduation in this same field of physical education. You can do a diploma in field of sports coaching from Netaji Subhash Chandra Institute, Patiala, or various center of this institute. So after coaching diploma, you can work as a coach in school and colleges, in various sports institutes. Even in these days, industries where different type of companies also hire different type of coaches. So you can work there also. Sports facility management and administration. In health and fitness related sector, you can be a fitness trainer, sport dietitian, sports psychologist, gym trainer, sports nutritionist. So to enter in this type of field, you have to be a qualified trainer or dietitian. You have a degree related to this field in a BSc physical education or bachelor of physical education. After, you can do a diploma in particular field as a for a dietitian or for a psychologist, or you can do a particular degree with the specialization of this field also. Next one is a performance related sector. In this sector, the person is work on a performance for a particular field, to give a higher level of performance to a particular field. Means professional players like Kapil Dev, Dhoni, Rahul Dravid and all this, they are a professional player, so they work in a professional related sector. Then you can work as a sports planning officer in an institute, in a company and all these. Then next one is a sports management. You can manage the things in a university, in a college or in a company. And the recreational sports management, that how the different activities or recreative activities you can manage for any company, and the performance level also. The last one is in this field is a media sector, that how you can enter in the media field with the help of physical education. If you have a degree in physical education, then you can be a sports journalist, book author, sports photographer, sports broadcaster, or sports advertisement. In a sports advertisement field, you can work on a equipment marketing, that how you different type of equipment you can sell, or you can broadcasting or advertising in this field. So there are different types of fields. With the help of physical education, you can enter and that type of field. It's not restricted only as a teaching or a coaching. Now they have a very vast level of coaching career option in the physical education. Our next content is competition in various sports at national and international level. So what are the different, as you all of you know that everybody play different games, they have different interests. So according to these games, at what level different competitions held in our country or outside the countries, who are the players. So we will discuss in that this thing in that topic. So I have take 4 to 5 games in this content. You can choose the other game also of your choice and work on that. You can know the competitions, what type of competitions held and that type of particular of game. So for first one, I take athletics. The governing body of Athletic Federation of India, which called AFI, it was established in 1946, and the Adlai Sumerewala is the current president of this organization, and its headquarters is in New Delhi. The prominent player from the field of athletics is Milkha Singh, as you know, PT Usha, Shiny Abraham, Anju, Bobby George, Dutty Chand, Neeraj Chopra and all these. The different type of competitions which an individual can participate at international and national level is Olympic Games, World Championships, Commonwealth Games, Asian Games, SAF Games, All India Inter-University and all this. The next one is basketball. The governing body of basketball is Basketball Federation India, BFI, which was established in 1950, and the current president of this federation is K. Govindraj, and the headquarters also is in New Delhi. Few prominent players are Satnam Singh, Yadvendra Singh, Akanksha, Pasanti Singh, etc. The basketball is also played at a World Championship, NBA, American League, European League, Commonwealth Game, Asian Games and Khelo India Game also. The next game is badminton. The governing body of badminton is Badminton Association of India, which is called BAI, It was established in 1934 and the current president is Himanta Biswa Sarma. The headquarters of BAI also in New Delhi. The prominent player of this field is Saina Nehwal, PV Sandhu, Pulela Gopichan, Aparna Popat, Shrikant Kedambi, Ashwani Ponappa, etc. The major competition of this game is Olympic Games, World Ranking Tournament, Asian Games, Commonwealth Games, SAF Game, Premier Badminton League, All India, Thomas Cup for men's, Uber Cup from women, and Sudhiroman Cup for mixed men and women. The next game is football. All India Football Federation, which is called as AIFF. It was established in 1937 and the current president of this federation is Praful Patel and the headquarters in New Delhi. Some prominent player of this game is Sunil Chhetri, Bhaichung Bhutia, Aditi Chauhan, IM Vijayan, etc. Football played at the FIFA, UFFF Championships, Asian Cup, Santosh Trophy and all these. Even All India Universities and National Championship also played in football. The next one is hockey. Indian Hockey Federation, IHF, established in 1928. Current president Mohammad Mustaq Ahmed and the headquarters also in New Delhi. The prominent player of hockey is Major Dhyan Chand, Savita Punia, Dhanraj Pillai, Rani Rampal, Dilip Dirki, etc. And the competition which played in hockey is Olympic Championship, World Championship, Asian Cup, SAF Games, Commonwealth Games, Aga Khan Cup, Nehru Cup, etc. Volleyball Federation of India, VFI, established in 1951. The current president of this federation is S. Vasudevan and the headquarters is in Chennai. The prominent player of volleyball are Dara Singh, Gurinder Singh, Tom Joseph, Sham Sundar Rao, etc. And it's also played at Olympics, World Championship, Asian Games, Commonwealth Games, SAF Games, Federation Cup, National Games. So children, in this topic you have to tell about the different game at national and international, the name of that particular competition which is played in that particular game. Our next and last topic of this chapter is Khelo India program. So what is Khelo India program? As all of you know that our PM Mr. Narendra Modi has started this program with the help of Ministry of Sports and Youth Affairs, introduced Khelo India program in the year 2017 to revive the sports culture in India from the grassroots level. The aim of this program is to inspire the young talent to participate in sports activity, and the talented player, those selected from this competition, got financial assistance of rupees 5 lakhs per annum for 8 years also. Mr. Narendra Modi inaugurated the first edition of Khelo India School Games at IGI Stadium, New Delhi in Jan 2018. The first time of these games was played in Delhi in 2018. In this game, under 17 athletes participate in different 16 disciplines, means 16 games. Those are archery, athletic, badminton, basketball, boxing, football, gymnastics, hockey, judo, kabaddi, kho-kho, shooting, swimming, volleyball, weightlifting and wrestling. In this different games, under 17, under 21 players participated and bring the glory to their state or schools. The first event was held in 2018 and it occurs every annually. The last event was held in 2019 and the headquarters of this game is in New Delhi. What is the purpose of this Khelo India program? Grassroots rebel talent hunt. The first position which got team in 2018, which was Haryana with 102 medals, and the second position team was Maharashtra and the third position team was Delhi. So why this program was started? What is the main things, the structure of this program to start? The grassroots level talent hunt is the main concept of this program, but what are the other things? What are the structure of this program? So to accomplish the above objectives, Khelo India program has been divided into 12 verticals, namely play field development, promotion of rulers and tribal games, support to national or regional or state sports academies, physical fitness of school-going children, sports for women, promotion of sports among persons with disabilities, sports for peace and development, community coaching development, state level Khelo India centers, annual sports competition, talent search and development, utilization and upgradation of sports infrastructure. With the help of these 12 objectives in Khelo India program, government want to restructure or find out the different things with the help of these 12 objectives, which will help to the different levels play with the in the point of playfield development of playfield at state and district level, and preparation of a national inventory of playfield and sports infrastructure included. In the community coaching development, this component is aimed at identifying, evolving and training the various PETs as master trainers, with online course also being included. The focus is on development of skill as well as a certification system for sports coaching. In state level Khelo India centers, the state level Khelo India Center helps in supporting a better utilization of sports infrastructure in relation to states or union territory through Ministry of Youth Affairs. In annual sports competitions, this component aims to provide a platform for spotting the talent and providing development pathways for gifted and talented children to achieve sports excellence. Talent search and development. A talent identification committee is employed to spot and identify talent with the help of globally accepted scientific method. This committee also selects the prize winner for the Khelo India scheme. Then utilization and creation of sports infrastructure. This component aims to develop sports infrastructure at various schools and universities and demonstrate high sporting potential. Special care is taken to ensure optimum utilization of these resources. The next one, support to national, regional, state sports academies. This component has to provide resource under public-private partnership mode for expanding and implementing the long-term athletes development program. The next point, physical fitness of school-going children. This component helps to encourage an increase in the penetration of sports in the education curriculum. Under this scheme, a toolkit will be developed to measure the physical fitness level of children. The next, sports for women. This component aims to conduct annual national competitions, especially for women, with an emphasis on the sports which have a limited participation of women. Then, promotion of sports among persons with disabilities. It provides financial assistance to states and union territory as well the Sports Authority of India for the creation of specialized sports infrastructure for the person with disabilities. Next one is sports for peace and development. The government of India provides funds of up to 200 crores for enhancement of sports facilities in the state of J&K under the special package given to the state. Soft support through coaches, consumable equipment and technical support is also provided to create the peace in the field of sports or in different states. Also, promotion of rural and indigenous or tribal games. Under the Khelo India scheme, as you know, annual competitions are organized to showcase India's rulers and indigenous or tribal games. So with the help of these points, we want to be successful this concept in India. So so we got various good player in the different games and which work on a different levels. So thank you students. Here we finish our chapter. For the next video we will meet you soon. Thank you.